Hello children, good morning. Today we will learn blood vessels which are present in our human body. What are the different types of the blood vessels? What are their functions? Now in previous classes we have seen that heart is the main pumping organ, pulsatile organ which helps to pump the blood to all the parts of our body. So, from the heart to all parts of the body, blood is being pumped through the pipelines called the blood vessels. Through the pipelines called blood vessels. Mainly, we see there are two types of blood vessels. The first type of blood vessels are arteries. The first type of blood vessels are arteries. The second type of blood vessels are veins. So, arteries are the first type of the blood vessels. Veins are the next type of the blood vessels. Arteries are the blood vessels which pump the blood away from the heart. Arteries always pump the blood away from the heart. It means arteries pump the blood to all body parts. Arteries pump the blood to all body parts. Whereas veins collect the blood and they are pumping the blood. They pump the blood. They carry the blood towards the heart. They are distributing blood vessels. These are collecting blood vessels. So first let us see what are their structures. So the first diagram which I am showing is TS of artery. What is TS? Transverse section of artery. When the artery is cut, suppose when you cut the artery inside the transverse section, how it looks like is this diagram. Whereas this diagram is TS of vein. This diagram is TS of vein. First one is TS of artery. The second one is TS of vein. When we come with the TS of artery, this TS of artery structure here you could see. Arteries are the thin blood vessels, right, which pump the blood to all the body parts with the help of heart. So, heart, both the chambers, lower chambers, right ventricle, left ventricle are connected to arteries. From the ventricles, blood enters into the arteries. So let us see here first what is the structure of the TS of artery. Artery is covered with a basic lining, first elastic fibrous coat. It is covered with elastic fibrous coat. Inside this dotted one is the actual muscular layer. It is the actual muscular layer. The inner one is the innermost lining cells, that is endothelium. Now the center one which is left here, this is lumen. What is it? This is lumen. This is lumen. Lumen is the central hollow space of the artery through which blood passes through. So to look, artery is looking so thick walled structure because it contains elastic fibrous coat, very thick muscular layer, and internally it is covered by inner lining endothelial cells. At the center there is a small hole like structure through which blood can pass through. That small passage only I have drawn here like arrow, that is lumen. We can compare the artery structure with that of pen pencil. You children, you use pen pencil daily for several works. You see, when you catch pen pencil, it is very thicker, right? But when you write with the pen pencil, it writes very thin way, because there is very thin knob over there through which the lid is very thin. To catch pen pencil is very thick, but the knob here, the lid which enters inside, that lid is very thin. The same case is with the TS of artery. Now coming with the TS of vein. When we come with the TS of vein, same like that of TS of artery, we even have TS of vein. TS of vein is also covered with a fibrous coat, but this fibrous coat is tough fibrous coat. So this vein is having tough fibrous coat, but the muscular layer is very thin. Here I have done the dotted semicircle. Here you could see oval shaped muscular layer is thin, whereas here the muscular layer is very large, thicker. Here the muscular layer is thinner. Internal to it, the muscular layer, we have internal lining cells. So internal lining, you can call it as endothelium. Then this hollow space, total hollow space is lumen. This total hollow space is lumen. Now we could see the difference between the artery and vein. Artery lumen is very small, whereas the vein lumen is very large. You could see very huge. Means the blood flow is more in the vein. Because here the blood flow is being very thinner pathway, the pressure is more in arteries. In arteries, pressure is high because of the presence of thin lumen. Presence of thin lumen, pressure is high. Whereas here you could see the lumen is very large. Because lumen is large, the pressure is thin, less. Here you could see pressure is less in the veins. Pressure is less in the veins. Whereas now coming here, that this is the TS of artery, this is TS of veins. Actually, there is a story over here, children, to make us understand the arteries and veins. In the year 1574, name of the scientist Girolamo Fabrici. Name of the scientist Girolamo Fabrici. He is the person who studied about the presence of veins in legs. He studied about the presence of veins in the legs. What did he observe? He has observed that veins bring blood to heart. First, all veins bring blood to heart. This was his first observation. Immediately after that, he could even observe that the veins in the legs had valves. Veins in the legs had valves, because veins are able to flow the blood, they are able to circulate the blood towards the heart. It is against gravitational force. It means from down to up the blood is coming. So from bottom to up, when the blood is coming, definitely there is a chance the blood to come down. So automatically in the nature itself is in such a way that inside the veins there are valves present like this. There are valves present like this. Here you could see when the blood flows upwards, then when the blood touches the walls of the valve, then automatically the valve is getting folded. Therefore, blood flows up. If the blood tries to come back, if the blood tries to come back, then the folded valve is getting opened and getting closed. So this is opened valve, whereas this is closed valve. So what is his discovery? Girolamo Fabrici found that the valves present in the veins allow the blood to flow only in one direction, that is towards the heart. If the blood tries to come backwards, then the valve gets closed. Here you could see the valve is getting opened by folding of the valve. Folding of the valve indicates the valve is open. The unfolding of the valve shows the valve is closed. That was his discovery. He did not find that, he did not pay attention upon his own discovery that veins bring blood to heart. He was only worried that from the legs blood is coming up. But he did not give mind that the blood is reaching to heart. So, blood reaches to the heart through the blood vessel called veins. This was his main discovery. Whose? Girolamo Fabrici. Girolamo Fabrici. Next, coming with the another scientist, that is another important scientist, that's from 1578, I think, around up to, yes, 1578 to 1657 approximately. Name of the scientist is William Harvey. You might have heard the name of this person in our previous classes. William Harvey is the most famous person, known person. He is called as father of blood circulation. William Harvey is called as father of blood circulation. What was his work? Girolamo Fabrici is an Italian doctor, worked upon the leg veins. He is an English person. From one country to Italy he moves another country, and he works on the lab of Girolamo Fabrici, and he tries to find out more. What did he do? He has worked upon hearts of several animals, dead people hearts. He has found that heart has 4 chambers, heart has 4 valves, and how the blood circulation takes place. And he is the person who tells that from the heart ventricles blood is entering into arteries, and arteries are responsible to carry the blood to all parts of our body. So what was his assumption? Blood is only coming out of the heart, but he could not find out how the blood is coming back to the heart. Somehow he even calculated how much blood is going out every heartbeat, for every cardiac cycle. He tried to understand for 1 hour the quantity of the blood which comes out of the heart is 3 times of the weight of the person. In 1 hour, the quantity of the blood which comes out of the heart is around 3 times of the weight of the person. It means more quantity of the blood. So at the beginning they thought heart might be producing new blood. Whatever old blood is going on, it's going away. But when it started calculating analytically, William Harvey was so analytical, logical thinking, assumed that it is not possible, that blood is not pumped or newly formed in the heart. There is some link missing, that the blood might be coming back. That puzzle was removed by another scientist called Marcello Marfigi. Another scientist, Marcello Marfigi, another scientist. He found that arteries pump the blood to all the parts of the body, oxygenated blood, and cells after using, the cells deoxygenated blood enters into the vein. But there is a link between arteries and veins. There are small thin hair-like structures called as blood capillaries. Those are blood capillaries. In Latin, capillary means hair. In Latin, capillary means hair. Small, thin-walled, very thin-walled, hair-like blood vessel. It has only endothelium, and this total is lumen. This total is lumen, through which the puzzle is cleared, which could not be done by William Harvey. So, heart pumps the blood to all the parts of the body through arteries, and immediately from the arteries, the blood is entering into the cells. There, the blood is used. From there, here the blood is entering into blood capillaries. What are blood capillaries? The smallest blood vessels. The meaning blood capillaries means smallest blood vessels. So, in arteries there will be smallest blood vessels. In veins also smallest blood vessels are there, which bring link between arteries and veins. This is about the blood vessels, children. Thank you.